Good morning to all. Today I want to say little about God. Especially more than 50% people we do not understand or do not realize about the existence of God. In Especially in between the some faith and belief, there are they are concentrating uh, some physical existence of God, like those who are our deity taking place in some temple or some any other places. Normally, we are realizing, we are believing at them as a God. Whether God is the source of all supernatural power, what we call divine force, divine energy, or Satchidanand Swarup, Shivahom, Shoham, all this concept, especially in case of younger age, they do not know, they do not try to understand Satchidanand, Shivahom, Soham, Anal Haq. All these are philosophical terms. These are philosophical terms, not spiritual or something beyond that. Because what happened, since we are from our childhood, we are observing some prayer places like temple, ashram, mosques, church, all these are places we are worshipping, and in some of that there are some symbolic representation, say some idol like cross of Christian, Vishnu or Lord Shiv or any deity, we are considering them as God. But not all, not all. Long back I write an article about my belief in God. The, a small boy with his parents, he is visiting one temple. Then the, by during something discussion that with some about the environment of the place, the priest of that temple said that this it is very highly disturbed this temple by rat. That means rat or mouse. They everything they night during night but they eat it. They these mice those eat every night. Then suddenly one boy said, if he is the God and he is protecting the whole universe, how it is possible. A small sweet, if he cannot protect a small sweet, how he can protect the whole universe, which is infinitely extended. Universe we cannot imagine. Although it looks odd, but his argument is this argument of the small boy is very correct. Whatsoever, same thing was happening with me a few days back. One of my friend, I have to say, a friend, maybe a KG student, maybe KG student. I have lot of friends. I want to, I want to clarify it to all of you. Uh, for somebody, I am grandparent. Grandparent means he's some elder brothers or something else. He call me grandfather. So for small boys, I am grandparent, and for my contemporary people, for them I am friend, and I in some of my other friends, for them I am servant. Servant means who are my directly associated with my profession or some students, whatever. For them, I am servant. But they are all friend. I am behaving to all of them as my equivalent, my friend, by mind, by my activities, or my anything else. Because I I am able to make definite identity of my profession and myself. Myself is totally different, and as a profession, it is totally different. I do not mix up my profession with myself. The, that small boy, he asked me, who is God and where he lives? It is very difficult to explain a small boy because they do not know omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. It will be even, even some mature men also, for them also it is very difficult. Omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. Because, you see, for mature men also it is very difficult. You see, we are constructing, there is no such space where God does not exist. So if everywhere God exists, then where we can make our toilet. Toilet is this our night spoils or urine. These are not pure. These are impure product. So these are wastage. We never make our mm, toilet in case of Islam. They are never uh, construct their toilet to western side. For Hindu, they are not construct their toilet in eastern side because our God exists that side. God exists that side since These are old concept. So if someone argue if God is everywhere existed, then how I can walk? I cannot walk. I can, my feet cannot be on the head of the God. So, in case of argument, lot of things one can say. But for my basic purpose is where God lives. I have to explain to a small boy who is God. Well, it is very difficult for me. I am not, in a word, I never met God at any time or at anywhere. I never see, I never met, I never talk to God, and I do not know where his residence. So the the boy, he has some faith. Uh, Faith means his father, parents, if something happen, important decision is required to be taken by his family, then they come to me or they took my their place to discussion like all these our domestic affairs like some marriage settlement or some construction settlement or some education education finalization. All these type of things they prefer to consult with me. So that boy has a concept that what I say it shall be authenticated. It is his belief. So I never met anybody, and even I never met anybody who met God. Because God exists in our conception and perception. There is no physical existence of God. God is in our heart, God is in our experiences, God is in our realization. It is our feeling, emotion, everything. I never read any books where some has specifically identified this is the existence of God, this is the residence of God, and He is the God. Nowhere. Everywhere, all books we are copied from others only. Other we know something, just copying some books. We are copying and pasting in our brain. It is our knowledge. No one, uh, no one has any complete clear picture except spiritualists and the philosophy people. Uh, no other can identify. All books, all books and all ancient scriptures, neither these are scientific nor historical. These are simply imagination or realization only on their conception and perception. So, I cannot say Ravan was like demon and Ram was God. You see, at the time of Ramayana ages, Valmiki, Adikavi Valmiki, he has established Ram, Sri Ramchandra as a God. Yes, no matter. He is then superhero, so he is God. Nowadays, lot of people, Sachin Tendulkar, a God of cricket. Yes, it should be. One he is master in this subject, he should be honored as God. Lata Mangeshkar, normally called as Goddess Saraswati. Vidyavati, Goddess Saraswati. So, yes, he is, he has that much of talent, so they are referred as God. It is appreciable. It is not, I am not blaming Valmiki to establish Sri Ramchandra as a God. But before Valmiki, Ramayana is, there are uh, some yeah, group of our yes civilization. Earlier it was Satyajug, then Tatrajug. Tatrajug is Ramchandra, King Ramchandra, and Satyajug it is just there was no specific superpower during Satyajug, some devs and God. Devs and God. Then later on, it is Draper. During that time, Vyasdev, he has established Lord Sri Krishna as a God and Kali Yuga. Now we are running in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, there uh, there are a lot of gods. But during these are Indian civilization. During Dravid civilization, Dravid, they have worshipped sun, rain, the forest, and this thunderstorm. They worship this. They find that these are they useful for them, so they worship like that. And later stage, during the later stage, Ramchandra was worshipped. He was a god. During that time, he was himself God, and later on, Sri Krishna is established as God. So, and all these characters, all these gods, they have some other meanings also. Other meanings also, like uh, Trilokeswar. Trilokeswar. One God, Trilokeswar. Trilok means Shagga, which is our earth, and Patal. This tree look. Now it is scientifically we can say atmosphere. Those were goddess Indra, Varun, Surya, they are in sky, in atmosphere. And those who are living in this earth surface, this is motto, this is crust of the earth, is we are man, man and demon. And those who are living in hydrosphere, they are not demon or man. So all these three places who is created, all these places created by someone and taking care of this someone, and whole system is running by someone. He is Trilokeswar. It is one of the Hindu deity. In later on, Christianity is coming up. They had they established Lord is Supreme One. Lord is Supreme One. But during that time, Christ is not timed as God. Christ was a prophet. That time they used one symbol. They used one symbol, that cross. The last stage of Christ is a cross. So that symbol has they used as Christianity, as a symbol of Christianity, and they has gave great respect to that cross. Later on, Islam, Hazrat Muhammad is coming. He has introduced, he has introduced Islam religion, the youngest religion of Islam. In that they have they worship symbols, but they very indirectly. Very indirectly. Directly they are not worship. Symbol worship, see, every religion has symbol worship. They used Mazar. Mazar as the symbol. This is Mazar of the great man, great, those who are related to the God. What we in Islam word is Urdu word of that God is called, that Mazar belongs to burial of some peer. Peer means some religious, spiritual leaders, spiritual gurus. They are peer. So they are also have great regards and respect to their mothers. That means those peers. So directly or indirectly, in all religion they have some amount of symbol. In Vaishnav, which was introduced 12th century, only 12th century Vaishnav, during that time, uh, people, they do not worship specific deity. They assume their faith was that the God is not a small thing which can be confined in someone idol, deity, some in deity it is God is not a small, so small parts of anything which can be confined in a small picture or a small uh, some toy-like size substance. So it is whole universe is covering whole universe. So he is God. But yet they are in Vaishnava also they are using one symbol that is Monikut or Thapona, where some uh, spiritual spiritual books are there like or Bhagavat or Gunamala like that. Some books are there. So there also every symbol needs represent some faith and belief. But my dear friends, I am going little bit outside. My actually basic problem is where is God? Who is God? Where He lives? The philosophical expression cannot be useful to a small child. I told earlier. Long back, I read a book of a spiritual teacher who had instructed his pupils to crush a rock lump till this rock mass vanishes, and it should be much more finer than a floor. ये आपको like barley, it should be like so fine it should be floor. The floor form of rock vanishes in air when his sister, this student, when this uh, spiritual teacher instructed his student to make the rock piece to flow, then all the flows vanishes in air. Since it became almost smaller than microscopic sizes, the teacher then asked, "Where is the rock? Where is the rock?" The, one of the students said that the rock has vanished, rock has gone. Where? Now that spiritual teacher, he said, rock, rock had mixed in our universe. Because the rock particles, fine particles which are much smaller in size that can be easily taken away by air, and air has automatic movement. I am not saying about the wind, but air has some amount of movement. It will be going from one place to another. So it mixed up with the atmosphere in air, and ultimately it is became unseen for us. It became unseen. So, with that example, God wants to describe if we discuss, if we argue, we cannot go beyond that. If we discuss more, we cannot cross the limit of discussion. We have to go beyond that aspect. However, we must go beyond the time and space. Then only we can realize God. Otherwise, we shall be always in discussion, always in argument. Now you see, some people say sits is uh, sits is also in air, may or may not be, may or may not be. But on the other hand, it is a that proved theory that nothing could be, nothing can produce anything. To, to produce something, there shall be something. Without something, nothing can be produced. If I ask a question, which is first? seed, seed is first or tree is first? Where you see, from the tree, seeds are, we are getting seeds, and from the seed we are getting a tree. But there is something first. Which is something? Which is the first? Seed or tree? If I say seed is first, then you should ask me, without tree, how seed is coming? That is also true. We- Nothing, nothing cannot produce anything. If tree is not there, seed cannot come. And to get a tree, seed must be there. Of course, nowadays some people prefer to say that seeds are available in air. But these teeny seeds are transported, but only teeny seeds can transported by air. No air can produce any seeds. Air cannot produce any seeds. It is taken away by air from the surface. In my opinion, no one has correct answer. No one can give you correct answer. Simply, it is His creation. We are always saying that it is His creation. Nature has created. What is nature? What exists in our in our art or in our universe? We, that is nature. We must come out from the existence. To realize God, we must come out from this existence, otherwise, we cannot feel. Seeds plant relationship is divine, and and none can express, and this is beyond science or any other whatsoever. This divine means if it is a divine relationship, sits and plan, if it is a divine relationship, it is beyond science, philosophy, or anything. It is beyond that. Neither science can express this what is divinity, nor philosophy, nor anything else. What we are considering as a philosophy, philosophy means philosophy is not only a subject. Philosophy is covering a whole universe, including depths of heaven, demons of Patal, and other superpower, general power, general country. Everything is included in from a teeny grass to Mount Everest, from a small drop of water to Pacific Ocean. All these are nature. All this includes nature. So relationship between in natural phenomenon is divine. And that divinity neither science can explain, nor philosophy, nor any other thing, whatever it may be. On the other hand, if we think our whole universe is consisted of five elements: the soil, water, heat, air, and ether, including all living things. Our body also made of these five elements, and a tree is also made of all these five elements. If water content is too high, then it is transparent, semi-transparent. Light can light can pass slowly. You see, our body is containing more than 60 to 70% of water. It is it is semi-transparent. So we can uh, take X-ray. In X-ray, our body X-ray, all the black portions, all the black portions express X-ray sheet. These are water, and rest is white. The white spotted. All these are hard metal like bone, etc. So five elements consisting these five elements, whole universe is formed. Further, in our universe, there are five basic energies: sound, light, magnet, feel, heat. Feel means when we touch something, I am I touch the pain, so I feel, I can realize it is pain, or it is some, not it is my finger, it is some other things. This so in my conception, it is purely my conception, these five elements and five energies combined together to get five byproducts. This five element and five energy, if we mix all this energy and element, then it will give five byproducts. These byproducts are truth, love, pity, mercy, and sacrifice. These are byproducts, and these byproducts is our life. All these byproducts are intact, it will be remaining, everything should be remaining constant. If byproduct is decreasing, byproduct is decreasing, that gradually uh, the existence also be decreasing, like I am becoming old. That means my some basic elements, five basic elements, some things there are some proportional disorders. So I am becoming old. I lost my energy, vigor, little memory also, and a lot of things I am losing gradually. And a day will come when all this arrangement, the 100 grams of water, 100 grams of uh, soil, 100 grams of heat, 100 grams of air and ether, all these are unbalanced. Then I will be no more here. It is my conception. So, this truth, love, pity, mercy, and sacrifice, this is our life. And if we, the, these are mechanical mixture, all these byproducts are mechanical mixture. And compound of this truth, love, pity, mercy, and sacrifice, this is God. If we make compound, then it will be God. Soham Shivahom Satchidanand Sarupam, existence, knowledge, bliss. This is God. What exists? You see? Soham, so aham asmi. Shivahom, aham Shiv, aham asmi Shivo aham asmi. Shivahom. This is Satchidanand Swarup. Satchidanand's existence, knowledge, blissful, bliss. You see? What exists? Truth only exists. Truth only exists. Highest knowledge is truth. The true knowledge is truth. Highest knowledge is truth. And blissful is truth. If one can be blissful, that means he is truth. Blissful is truth. And what is the outcome of God? The outcome of God is peace, happiness, Joy of life is the reflection of God. What is we people what we want? Most of the people why we are crying for God? We are crying for God solely for peace, happiness, blissful, contented. This is the reflection of God. These are the ingredient of God. God is no flesh, no uh, blood, not that God. God is peace, happiness, joyful, anand, and that is the truth. Anand is truth, blissful is truth. So, truth is the actual God. Truth is God. And during during discussion with the small boy, the, he asked me one question. During discussion with him, he asked me one question. If, in case of mechanical mixture, truth, love, pity, mercy, and sacrifice, then what is our religion? What we call dharma, faith, belief, Christian, Islam, Hindu. And there are so many religion. In between there are also lot of divisions. In Vaishnav they are Hindu, yet there are a lot of division. This Buddhist, uh, there are also few divisions. In Jain also there are divisions. They have also division, but they are basically all are Hindu. They are basically all are Hindu. Most most uh, things are same with the other religion. Only their formal dress, religious dress, is spiritual dress. There is difference, but normally they are same. But you see, dharma is this dharma, what we call religion, is noble way of living. That is care and share. We, with truth, love, pity, mercy, and sacrifice, we should take care of everyone and to share with everyone. Taking care and sharing everything with truth, love, pity, mercy, and sacrifice. Say, simple example. A tree is bending, uh, a roadside tree is bending towards my house. Some may say that suddenly some storm, this may damage some of my roof and something else. But I must take care of the plant, care of that tree. Some problem if some uh, storm, if damage this tree, root out the tree, that tree shall lose their life. Instead of that, I should take care so that tree also safe, my house is also safe. And another thing, see, the when if we are going to make one mechanical mixture, as as and when necessary, we can extract out from that mixtures. All mechanical, in case of mechanical, say we uh, mix 1 kg dal with 1 kg sugar. We can, it will be the mechanical mixture, we can be taking out. But if we mix if we make chemical compound with that 1 kg dal, 1 kg sugar, we cannot take out. It will be a other, complete different. So, for in case of chemical compound, we cannot take out. So, I am saying these five elements consist of God is a compound of 5 elements is God. So you see, my son and your son both are playing, and unfortunately, both of them falling at ground, and both are crying. A small child, both are crying. Under any circumstances, I say I shall surely put forward my hand to my son to take up. And so my attraction is much higher than your son. And if God wants to take this child, God take God forward his two hands to both this child. It is the difference between our life and God. I'll be forwarding my hand to myself, son, and God shall forward his both hand to both the boy. So it should be. And we are trying to get peace, happiness, and joy. For that, we need livelihood, clothes, basic needs, what we require everywhere. We need some basic needs. So basic need is different issue. After that, we our main is when I am happy, when I am physically happy, when I am by emotionally happy, when I am happy all round. That is, I am joyful, peaceful, anand. What is called anand? Blissful and self-contented. So, blissful is the highest aim of our life. Blissful does not mean that God shall bliss us. No. We shall create bliss in our own. It is our insight, whether it is mind, brain, or anything. I do not know where from blessing is coming, originating. But if one can be blissful, he attain godlyhood. So, uh, in a word, God is truth, truth is God, and it is combination of Satchid Anand, existence, knowledge, and blissful, and truth is exist. Truth only exists. Truth and truth and a blissful is truth. What is truth? Ultimate knowledge and blissful is truth. So, truth is God and God is blissful. आनंद. What is called आनंद? कभी कभी हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, इसका मुखड़ा का ऐसा स्माइलिंग आता है, ऐसा स्माइलिंग। हम लोग का जो भगवान का जो पिक्चर होता है ना, रामचंद्र जी की, श्री कृष्ण जी की, जितना भगवान का फोटोग्राफ है, फोटोग्राफ में एक ब्राइट फेस, ऑल दिस भगवान, गुरु नानक जी, जैन महाराज जैन जी, सब जितने भगवान का फोटो आता है, इसका फेस फेस को एक वाइट वाइट ग्लेजिंग का एक सिंबल आता है। दिस इज द आनंद, ब्रह्मा का स्वरूप, ब्रह्म स्वरूप। I hope you are not bored. Hopefully, I pray God for all well of everyone. Om Satchidanand. Om Paramatmane Namo. Om Paravamane Namo. Nimidyami Satmanang Tangati Paravesara. Om Satchidanand. I am always available at jcgogoi at gmail.com, and my cell number is 98641297070. I repeat again my contact address. My mail ID is jcgogoi@gmail.com, and my cell number is 98641297070. Please have a nice day.